Hi, Jen here. Today we're going to create a fall makeup look in 5 steps. Yes, I said it. 5 steps for beginners. This video is for you. I will guide you through all 5 steps on how to achieve this look. Alright, creating a fall makeup look as a beginner can be so fun and easy. In this tutorial, I will guide you step by step on how to achieve a fall makeup look within 5 steps. Yes, I will show you how to create a fall makeup look in 5 steps. First of all, you have to start your makeup with a clean face and a moisturized face. I'm not gonna count this as a step because this is a pre-makeup step. It should always be done before. My face is clean and I did moisturize with the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. Also in the skin prep, I will be priming my face using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Primer. A primer allows to have a smooth canvas to apply makeup on, and it also allows the makeup to stay on longer. So definitely recommend a primer that suits your skin condition. You have to choose either a hydrating primer for a dry skin, a matte primer for a oily skin, and then you'll be set to go. The first step for me, this is my order. I like to do my makeup that order, but it's not a foolproof order, meaning that you can do this step that I'm going to show you later on in the makeup tutorial. You just practice and decide what works for you. But for me, I always start with my eyeshadow. So first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids. So we need to use a base on our eyelids to neutralize our eyelids, but also to allow the eyeshadow to be more pigmented and stay on the lids longer. To prime my eyelids, I will be using a concealer. And I am blending this out using tapping motions. To create a classic fall look, we need to use warm shades such as earthy brown tones, copper tones, and orangey tones. To do our eyeshadow look today, we will only be needing 4 brushes. First, a large crease brush. Second, a medium crease brush. Third, a flat brush. And lastly, a pencil brush. The palette I'm using today is the Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place. I think it's a great neutral palette and an everyday palette. First, we're going to start by using Kufuru as a crease color. If you have hooded eyes like me, we are going to go above our natural crease line so we can see the eyeshadow when our eyes are wide open. When I started doing makeup and I did not know how to apply eyeshadow for hooded eyes, I did not understand why I could not see all my beautiful eyeshadows when my eyes were open. And yeah, I had to practice a lot and understand the technique for hooded eyes. I am patting the eyeshadow down until I am satisfied with the intensity, and once I am satisfied, I will start blending, doing little circular motions. I am using the large blending brush for my crease. Now, to make this more folly, I will go in with Zama, and I will be using this shade to blend out the brown shade just on top. And again, I will be patting the eyeshadow down and then start blending. And I'm using the medium blending brush because it is easier to get above the crease. And see, this orange shade warms up the look just a tad bit, which makes it perfect for fall. For my eyelids, I will be using e.l.f, which is a caramelly brown shade. And I'm gonna pat this all over my inner lids. I will mix a bit of Zaz to brighten up a little bit. And if you have hooded eyes like me, don't hesitate to go above your natural crease line again so the eyelid color can show up when you open your eyes. What I'm going to do is go back with all the shades to intensify and blend everything together, starting with the brown, deep brown shade. Then the orange shade to bring back the warmth. And finally, the lid shade. We're done with the eyes. We're gonna come back later to complete them. Let's move on to the face. Second step is foundation and concealer. The foundation I will be using today is the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. I am blending this out using my Sheglam foundation brush. So applying a foundation is to create a even canvas for the face. You can use either a brush or a sponge to blend it out. And I alternate between a brush and a sponge depending on how I am feeling. But usually I use brushes. Sponges, what it does is that it will pick up more of the product on your face. So it's great if you want more of a light finish on your skin. You can definitely go ahead and use a sponge. But if you want more coverage, the brush is the way to go. This Maybelline Skin Tint looks amazing. I am so impressed. It's my first time using it and I am so impressed. Still in the second step, we're gonna use concealer. The purpose of the concealer is to cover any blemishes or to cover dark circles or dark spots, okay? So what I'm going to do, I will be using the Fenty Beauty concealer. It's the Pro Filter concealer and I will be using this under my eyes, on my chin, on my upper lips, my nose, and a tad bit on my forehead. And I will be blending this out using a beauty sponge. This is a Shop Miss A sponge, a very affordable. And there's some concealers that you can let sit so they can get more coverage. But from what I remember, the Fenty one tends to dry fast. So I'm gonna it's drying fast. So I'm going to start blending this out right away. And I am using the concealer in all the areas where the sun naturally hits the face. When I blend out my concealer, I like to look up to a mirror so I can really get under my eyes. And again, for the concealer, you can use either a little blending brush to blend out your concealer, or you can use a sponge. I prefer using the sponge because, like I said, the sponge tends to pick up the excess product, whereas the brush doesn't. Now that the foundation and concealer has been applied, it's time to set. The reason for that is because when you leave the creams and liquid products like that, they tend to move around and crease. So to prevent the creasing and the moving around, we're going to set it with a powder so it doesn't move or crease. Well, our face creases naturally, but to reduce the creases, basically. To set under my eyes, I will be using a powder puff. You can find these on Amazon. And I will be using my Revolution powder. It's a banana powder in just a bit. So what I like to do is put some of the powder in the cap, tap lightly, then I like to blow on it to remove the excess. And on the back of my hand, I like to tap it again to distribute evenly the powder on the puff, just like that. Before going in with the powder, I just make sure to blend the creases once more, and then I go ahead, look up, and to set, you have to press gently under your eyes. It instantly removes the shine. The powder I choose today, it's a banana powder, so it does brighten a little bit. Set it and forget it. That's Whitney Simmons. She always says that. I don't know the reference. I hope I pronounce her name right though. But she's a fitness influencer and I like her. And I'm going to continue repeating the same step everywhere where I applied the concealer. So my chin, my nose, and my forehead. For my nose, I like to pinch my powder puff like that, so I get a straight little line like that. I'm gonna leave it to rest a bit because my nose tends to get very oily. Now we need to set the rest of the face, and to do that I will be using my Fenty foundation powder to set the foundation, and I'm using a powder brush just like this one. The third step is blush and contour. First, I am going to contour or bronze using my Juvia's Place bronzed palette. And I'm going to mix the two shades just a bit. And I will apply this everywhere where we usually have the shadows on our face. So that's the cheekbones, the forehead, and the jawline, and a bit the nose. I'm going on my cheekbones just like that. I am patting the product first and then we'll start blending. Now you can see my face. Ooh, my nose is runny, and yeah, noses gets runny when we do our makeup. I don't know the reason for that, but it does that all the time. So now we're a little bit more structured and we have more warmth on a face thanks to the bronzers. So structured and warmth and bronze like a bronze goddess. I'm gonna use a little bit of the bronzer, the lighter one, on my nose just to contour it a bit. I'm gonna wipe off the powder using my powder brush. Still on the third step, we're going to apply powdered blush. I'm using the Sheglam lightweight matte blush, and this is gonna give a flush of color to the skin. I'm going to apply this just here on my cheeks and bring it towards my temples. I think I have went ahead with too much, but it doesn't matter because blush is the first thing to disappear on the face. I don't know why. So I'm not too scared that I put down too much. Just going back with my powder puff just to blend everything. The fourth step is setting spray. The reason why I am using a setting spray is to melt all the makeup because now we have a lot of powders going on, but also to allow the makeup to last longer because setting sprays have this property of making the makeup last longer. Today I'm using the Maybelline Lasting Fix. Just make sure that you spray far away from your face to make sure that it is applying on your face evenly. Spray a couple of sprays and you're good to go. And don't be scared to be drenched. An optional step is highlighter. Highlighter, what it does, it just illuminates the face. You know, it has a subtle glow to the face. I only use highlighter on my nose and my cupid's bow and my inner tear duct. I don't apply it on my cheeks anymore. I'm using a pencil brush for that. And I used the e.l.f. highlighter. But before going on the last step for the lips, I just want to go back to the eyes and finish the eyes. I'm going to apply some mascara. I will be adding some lashes because I'm a lash girl, but you don't have to. The lashes are optional. We need to do a inner tear duct color. I will be using Zaz, the white shade in the Juvia's Place palette. I'm going to put on my lashes and I'll be right back. And we're back. Now I can finish my lower lash line. Just going to add a tad bit of mascara. So the final and fifth step are the lips. Okay, for the lips, I will be using my NYX Line Loud. Using a lip liner for brown skin and dark skin, it's great because it allows us to put lipsticks shades that without the lip pencil it wouldn't work with our skin tone, so it allows us to use that to our advantage. We can use any type of light lipsticks. For lipstick, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, the coffee limited edition. I'm going to use my Maybelline Lifter Gloss. Alright, so these are the 5 steps for a fall makeup tutorial. I hope this video was helpful for you if you're a beginner or intermediate. I hope you found this video interesting. Let me know what are your thoughts on this look in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give this video a like, and if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe and join the squad. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you all on my next one. Mwah.